In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make fluts sando. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. If you guys don't know what fluts sando is, it's actually a fruit sandwich. So it usually consists of a white bread, typically the Japanese white bread because it's super fluffy and really good. And then inside it has a usually whipped cream filling with whatever type of fruit that you would prefer. So I absolutely love strawberries. Strawberries are my favorite fruit, so I'm going to be making some strawberry flavored, strawberry inspired fruit sando. It is the summer season right now and it's a very popular treat that you would eat in Japan during the summertime. I saw lots of fruit sando at the konbini, although unfortunately I don't live in Japan anymore, so there's no konbinis around in the US that would sell fruit sando. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to try it out and hopefully it turns out really well. So I'm super excited to do this, so let's get to it. So the ingredients you're going to need is whipped cream, whatever choice of fruit you'd like. Here I have some strawberries. And finally, the really key and important ingredient for this whole recipe is really good bread. I have everything prepped here. I made my fresh whipped cream already. You can buy maybe already whipped cream. I know there's certain brands that make it, but I'm maybe using this one that I actually mixed. I whipped and everything. Alrighty, so let's get some of the bread. So I'm going to get 2 slices of bread. What I love about Japanese bread is that they tend to be like super thick pieces of bread, and it's super good. It's really fluffy and I can already see that the texture is going to be amazing for this recipe. Here I have my 2 slices of bread and I put them on my plate. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting some whipped cream onto these little pieces of bread. So I have my trusty spatula here. It's a pink spatula, actually belongs to my sister because like I said, my sister is obsessed with baking, so she has a bunch of cute baking supplies that I'm going to be using for this video today. Alrighty, so let's get some of the whipped cream and we're going to put it on to the piece of bread. So I'm going to kind of hold it here like this and I'm going to just start applying that on here. So I'm practically just putting whipped cream onto my little piece of bread and just kind of doing it like this. I'm honestly not too sure what kind of filling the typical fruit sando tend to have. I think it's just whipped cream. When I went to a konbini in Japan, they had a bunch of these fruit sando. I did do my research. I looked up a lot of videos on how to make the perfect fruit sando. I saw a bunch of with strawberries inside, so I was really excited to try those ones out. So that's what I'm doing today. But you can do different stuff as well. The first time I tried fruit sando was in Japan. It was the second day that I was in Japan. The first day it was just so late, so I wasn't able to really go to the konbini and try anything. But the second day, my family, well, my mom and I and my sister were able to try some fruit sando, and I got some strawberry fruit sando. Anywho, so let's kind of move these in the front like so. So this is my my bread, and I already put a bunch of whipped cream all over it to kind of give a nice base for it. So now we're going to add our strawberries. I'm going to grab my really cute strawberries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, we're going to do rows of 3. So we're going to place 1 strawberry down there. We're going to place another strawberry on the side like so. And put another cutie one right over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of put them together a little bit, because they have a nice space like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing onto the other side. So my strawberries are kind of small, so I'm going to kind of put them, like squish them together, because I'm going to be cutting the crust of the little sandwiches a little bit later, so I don't want to cut off some of the strawberries. And then in the middle, I'm going to be using some of my favorite strawberries. I wanted to get the most cutie looking ones. So I'm going to put the nicer ones in the middle, just like that. And then after this is a very important step. You're going to add some more whipped cream on top of your strawberries. I think it's going to allow it for them to kind of stay in place. So we're going to add them on top. And also once we cut the actual fruit sando in half, it's going to look really nice. It's going to be like this nice, you're going to see kind of the filling of whipped cream as well as the strawberries. So I'm just going to kind of fill them up like that. I'm just going to keep adding more. I think I'm going to move this little guy so that you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. So I'm just practically adding whipped cream on top. You want to kind of cover the strawberries a little bit so they're not showing so much. I wanted to get Japanese strawberries on my local Japanese marketplace, but unfortunately they didn't sell any strawberries at the time. I think they ran out or something. I don't know, maybe it wasn't a good time to go, but I got some bread. There was only like 3 bags of Japanese bread, the Japanese marketplace, so I was kind of sad, but I'm glad I was able to get it. I got like 2 different bags because I'm like, you know what, this bread is really good, and I'm going to be making maybe a little bit more fruit sando, so I'm like, you know what, I want it to be enough. So I've moved everything out of the way, and here I have my fruit sando. I covered it all in whipped cream, and I put my strawberries. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the other piece of bread, and I'm going to kind of flip it over. So I'm going to kind of lay that on top like so. That I'm not going to squish it too much just because I don't want the whipped cream to kind of fall on the edges. So I'm going to kind of move that towards the center. Now this part is really, really important. I'm going to get some plastic wrap and I'm going to wrap it up, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator. So here I have my plastic wrap, and I'm going to wrap my sandwich with this clear plastic wrap. This is really, really important step, so make sure you do it. You want to make sure it's somewhat tight, not too tight, but definitely somewhat sturdy and kind of close together, because you kind of want the strawberries and the whipped cream to become really, really close. So by the time you cut the edges, none of the whipped cream or strawberries falls off. So this is a really important step to just kind of make sure everything's kind of put in place. So this is my finished product. It's a little miniature sandwich. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. So make sure you do this step because it's also one of the most important steps to this recipe. You want it to refrigerate it. You want to make sure that everything kind of becomes more compact. So by the time you cut the edges, nothing's going to be spilling over or anything. So remember, 30 minutes, it's really, really important. So let's put this in the refrigerator and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I finally waited 30 minutes for my bread to be in the refrigerator, and it's finally ready. So let's unwrap it and cut the edges. I'm going to be using my knife and I'm going to start cutting the edges. So I finally finished making the fruit sando. It looks so cute, super pretty. I was surprised that I actually was able to make this. I did notice that I didn't maybe leave it too long in the refrigerator. I thought it was about 30 minutes, but I probably need a little bit more than that. So anywho, it turned out super cute. Look at this cutie. It looks super good, and oh my god, just look at the platter. It looks so cute. I put it on a nice little like plain plate. It's like a little small plate, but I think it looks super cute. It looks just like the ones I saw at the konbini. Oh, the konbini ones were a tad bit like thinner, but these are really good looking. I tried a little bit of the scraps and it was really good. The bread is really fluffy. The nice whipped cream goes really well with the strawberries, and it's just a really great combination. I feel like this is a really great treat to try in the summertime. You can try it with your family. You can try it on your own and eat it for yourself. I feel like it's just a great treat that you don't actually have to put anything in the oven. Great treat for the summertime because, you know, making whipped cream is really easy. Putting it on some bread, and it's just super cute. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys want to see more of these kind of cooking videos where I try some Japanese treats, try how to make them, and show you guys how to make them. Please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you do, don't forget to press the little notification bell so you get notified of any new video that we post on this channel. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're working really hard. We're super happy to see that this family is growing. So thank you guys so much for following us, for subscribing to our channel. Please follow us at CuteFoodThatGo on our Instagram if you haven't already. We post a bunch of really nice pictures from our time living and studying in Japan, as well as some cool things that we did in Japan that we didn't necessarily show in this channel. We have a special highlight story dedicated to our time in Japan, so some of the cool places that we went, so please check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!